light is wet. First 3 viewers will get a phone call. The first person will get 2 hours. The second person will get an hour and a half, and the third person will get an hour. So type your name in once you log in. Actually, I'll say your name so in case people don't know that they're not the first or second or third. And then you guys text my phone with your name, 248-842-2662. I don't know if the music can be heard, but I do not earn the rights to this music, have the rights to this music. Which one is it? This ain't my music, it's Ashante's. But so I got 1,000 subscribers, and like I said, once I got 1,000 subscribers, I would go live, and the first 3 people to join, I would have them schedule in a phone call, and we can discuss anything. We can work on an assignment, whatever you want to do. So the first person will be 2 hours, the second person will be an hour and a half, and the third person will be an hour. Now, if you do not want to schedule a call, like it's 3 of you guys on here right now, so just type your name. Okay. Hey, Victoria. Do you want to, I don't know if you were first or second on here, but you are the first person to comment, and then B, you're the second person to comment. If you guys want to schedule a phone call where we could discuss anything that you want to discuss, go over an assignment, work on an assignment, whatever you want to do. My phone number is 248-842-2662. So just text my phone with your name. And after this live, I will call you to schedule a time for us to get together. For us to schedule that phone call, a time for us to, chat. So B, I don't know I guess you're second. So just text my phone, 248-842-2662. And Victoria, 248-842-2662. And Victoria, if you're interested, do the same. Text my phone, 248-842-2662. So you guys know I wanted to go live on my, and I see a third person has come in. So if you are interested, text my phone, 248-842-2662. And you can get, you'll get an hour phone call with me. If you're interested, just type your name in say something in the box, in the chat box, hi or something. The third person that just came in. So Victoria, you were first, so you'll get 2 hours with me. And B, you were second, so you'll get an hour and a half with me. And then whoever the third person, if you want to schedule a phone call with me, you will have an hour phone call. So text my phone 248-842-2662. And if you're not interested, just you can type pass. So I need to know if you're interested. I already talked to Victoria and B, so it's one more person in here who can have an hour phone call with me. But if you're not interested, if you don't need to talk about anything or work on an assignment or anything, then just type pass or don't type anything because you might not want me to know who you are. I don't know. So let me see. Yeah. But anywho, I was gonna do this when I said I was gonna do this when I got 1,000 subscribers. And I thought I was going to be able to go live on my cell phone. And you guys know that's what I've been waiting for. And I thought once I got the 1,000 subscribers, I would be able to go live on my cell phone. It was a celebration. But I guess I have to wait. They're saying I have to wait until they approve me or something. So I can't go live on my phone. I want to go live on my phone because it's easy for me to just go live instead of trying to record a video and upload a video and wait for the video to upload and process. And it usually take a whole day before the video uploads. And the last video I did, it had the screen was green. So I really don't like to upload videos. I'd rather just go live, say what I got to say, and that's that. Thank you, B. Hi, Angela. I just started Capella. Thanks to me. Thanks to you. Oh, when did you start, Victoria? B, hi. I start classes in February. Any recommendations that aren't mentioned in your videos for Capella or Purdue, B? You start in January? Okay. Victoria, you start in January, and B, you start in February. For Capella, no, I think I put everything in the videos that I uploaded, all the advice. What made me, Theodore? What made you choose Capella over something like WGU? Is this music too loud, or can you guys even hear this music? In which I don't own the rights to. It's fine. Oh, great. Okay. So I want to put on another one. So I'm sitting here. I chose Capella. I thought I talked about that in one of my videos. I chose Capella over WGU. First of all, before I pick a school, I research like 15 schools, and I've done that ever since I was looking for an LPN program to get into because I want to make sure I'm getting into the best program for me. And what that means for me is as far as the length of time it takes to complete the program and the cost of the program. I really don't too much go off of people reviews. If they say it's challenging or whatever, because I'm a pretty good student. And like I said, when I was in LPN school, my teachers were dumber than a box of rocks, and I had to teach myself, zone out in class and teach myself, in which I did that with the NCLEX book. And once I got to my ADN program with Excelsior, that's when you test out the classes. So I taught myself the RN program. So I pretty much know how to study and teach myself. So with what turned me away from WGU, I think the first thing was they had, what was it? The cameras. Yeah, it was going to be a proctor watching you take the exams, and you would have to buy a camera and set it up. And I did not feel comfortable with that. I'm already nervous enough when I'm taking exams, but to know that somebody's just sitting there watching me, no. If that's the case, just send us to a location where we can test or whatnot. So I was like, no. Actually, I wrote it down. Let me see. I think I wrote my pros and cons down for those two schools, Capella and Western Governor. Oh, that's not the. Thought I had it right here, but I don't. It's the different one, different notebook. But yeah, I I wish I had the book. Hold on, I'm gonna go get it. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. It wasn't that far. So, that was my letter for Capella. I think at first I was doing it for Western Governor. Let me see, Theodore. Bear with me. Okay. So, who was this? This was okay. So, with nurse practitioner. Focus reviews. I have Flex Path, 12 weeks, $3,200. Learner finished in 9 months, 8 core classes. I picked Capella because I could test out with WGU. You couldn't test out. Capella, there's no test and no discussion board. With Western Governor, it was uh, quizzes. Western Governor was quizzes. Uh, so I basically chose Capella because it was just writing papers. And I didn't want to test. I didn't want to take quizzes. I didn't want to do discussion boards. And that's basically why I chose. And I didn't want to be recorded while I was taking the exam. I mean, watch while I was taking the exam. Sorry it took so long for me to answer that. So with Capella, it's just papers and PowerPoints mostly. No exams with Capella. That's one reason why I really chose Capella because, like I said, and then once I committed to it, I was like, "What the hell? You ain't wrote no papers in forever, and you chose the school where you have to write papers and do PowerPoints." So it was crazy at first, but like I told you guys, that's why the first class, which was 4,000, was a little challenging for me because I was getting used, had to get used to writing papers again. So, but yeah, it gets easy. It gets, like I said before, after the first class, it gets easy. And don't overthink. This was what I would tell you guys. Yeah. So just Now, you guys know what I do to write papers. Now that I'm a master level student, after writing so many papers, because you guys do know once I started Purdue Global, I still had to write papers. So I wrote like 32 papers with Capella. And then when I started with Purdue, I had to do 30 more papers. So I'm kind of like a little pro, I guess. So now I don't write, period. And I don't talk in my phone. Remember, I was like talk text in your phone and then copy and paste it to Word and all that. I don't even do that. What I do is I go to the source and I highlight the paragraph that I want to paraphrase, and I just copy it to Word, and then I just paraphrase that paragraph, and I write my whole paper like that. Uh, yeah. So dictation, I think I talked about that. Dictation.com. Someone, I never used it, but someone told me about it, and they said that you can just talk into the microphone, probably on your computer or something, laptop, and it won't pick up an accent. It'll learn your accent, and it'll type your words, just like if you was to talk into a phone or something. Um, Once again, I don't own the rights to this music. I don't know how many times I gotta say that. But and then it was another one. I put it in another video. It was another one where it paraphrases. You copy and paste the paragraph, like I was saying I do. I copy and paste the paragraph and then I paraphrase it myself. Well, they have an app that paraphrases it for you. So, and then they have people out here who write papers, and you gotta pay them, and I don't recommend it. Because it's a hit or miss. You may get a good person, a good writer, and then you might get a writer that's dumber than a box of rocks. And I've had people tell me they got both. Some say they got good, and some people say they demanded their money back. So I would advise people not to even get in that situation where you would have to get help writing your papers, because you'd be better off writing your own papers versus depending on somebody else. And that's Course Hero, allassignments.com. Uh, it's a whole lot of stuff out there. It's crazy. I'm like, I can't believe it's so much cheating stuff out here. But just find a way to write those papers and do those PowerPoints. I love, love, love PowerPoints. Those were the easiest for me. Like PowerPoint, nothing. Um, and 460 and 450 are the most challenging classes, because the assignment is asking you to do some advanced work. So I'm sorry, but I can't remember if you mentioned, this is B. I can't remember if you mentioned that you are going for a higher education, but if so, did you have a problem with your grades transferring? No. I researched like 15 schools, and all of them was going to accept Capella. So it's not a problem. It's just so many programs out here. These schools have to find a way to compete without, losing accreditation or not being accredited or whatnot. So a lot of people think if they get in these fast-paced programs or whatnot, then other schools won't accept it. But let me tell you something. Capella, all you're doing is writing paper. You're not taking tests and quizzes and all that and doing discussion boards. But discussion boards, quizzes, tests is all in that research paper that you're doing. You're doing, in my opinion, having to write papers, do research, find this stuff, write it. It shows that you're competent. You are competent in that area. Like you're doing the research, and then you can write about it. You can teach somebody about it. Like it don't get no better than that. Those you don't have to take a quiz and a exam and all that to show that you're competent. Um, I think being able to write a paper and explain something that you research thoroughly, that's better than any program. Because when I say Capella set me up for Purdue Global, and yes, I'm at Purdue Global for family nurse practitioner, and my graduation date is February 2022. Um, Let me see. But no, you don't have a problem with things transferring and schools accepting. But you can request, because you can request that they trans put your transcript in letter grade form, and they'll do that. Purdue didn't care. I didn't have to put it in letter grade form. They accepted it just how it was. Writing 30 papers sounds terrible. You know what, Theodore? At the end, it was terrible. In the beginning, it was like, yeah, I got through that. It was as you were kind of motivated. I got through that. I got 100%. Okay. I got 100% on this one. Okay, let's go. It was kind of, then you get to those last two classes. And let me tell you, this is why I tell people, do not overthink those papers. When you get to a point and you're like stuck, move on to, let me back up. So the scoring tool, what some people call the rubric, okay? So it's distinguished, and that's the column you always want to make sure you got everything that asks for you so you can get distinguished. So if you're on, it's usually like 4 or 5 sections. So if you're in one section, the first section, and you're trying to answer the questions that they're asking of you, and you just get like stuck, don't stay there. Don't continue sitting there trying to work on that part. Move on to the next section and start answering those questions. You can always go back. And sometimes when you do that, you'll find the research that you need for that first column. So don't never just sit there and ponder and spend hours on anything. Keep going. And another thing is when you're writing your paper and you're sitting there and you're thinking like, don't overthink. That's what I'm saying. Do not overthink the paper. Like you don't have enough information in there. You're not answering the questions correctly or to the standard that you think they're looking for. Don't do that to yourself, because those last two classes, really the last two classes. Then when I got the capstone, most of the classes are 4 assignments. I got the capstone and it was 5 assignments. I was like, you know what? So I was writing the papers, and even though I wasn't 100% about the papers, I just submitted them. I was like, I don't care. I'm just gonna submit this. This is what I got, and this is what they're getting. And I would get 100%, and I would be like, what? I got 100% on that. So don't overthink. And like I said, you have 3 times to submit your paper before your final submission. And just submit the paper, because your instructor is going to tell you exactly what you need to change. Let your instructor be your tutor. Submit that paper, and while you're waiting on them to grade it, go to the next assignment, even if it's in the second class that you're signed up for, because remember, always stay signed up for 2 classes. But you'll get used to it, Theodore. Theodore, are you enrolled with Capella, or are you thinking about it? What's going on? Yeah, Gumba, I hit the 1,000, but I still can't go live on my phone. And that was the whole thing. I wanted to go live on my phone. So if I'm on a go and I want to let you guys know something, I can just go live on my phone. So they're saying I have to wait until they approve me or something, even though I have 1,000 followers. I don't know. Clinicals with Purdue Global, yeah. I'm so sad. And I've been trying not to think about this because I just feel horrible. I feel so stupid. So they have a career counselor with Purdue. And she sent students that qualified an email for step corps. And the deadline to fill out this application and get everything that they asked of you was November 30th. So what it was is they offer you an externship, and the closest training camp to Michigan, I'm living in Michigan, so the closest one was Indiana. I didn't read everything clearly. That's why I'm mad at myself also. But they would pay for your travel, they would pay for your relocation, they would pay your rent, they would pay for your transportation, they will pay you, even though you're doing an externship as a student, they would pay you the regular nurse practitioner pay. Like you would get $8,000 a month and military benefits and everything that came with everything that you can ask for. And I didn't do it. I waited last minute and I had problems uploading my documentation. And then I had to take pictures because I have a tattoo. And if you have tattoos, you have to take a picture of it and explain what it means and everything. And I was looking all fat in my pictures, and I was like, they ain't gonna choose me. I'm too fat. And I was like, not really motivated. And then once I got the email, like my stuff did not upload and I did not submit my application in time, then I was no longer a candidate. So now I feel like horrible. And you just have to commit to work for them for a year or two after you graduate. I don't even want to talk about that, guys. So don't ask me no questions about that because I feel so stupid. So yeah, we do have to find a proctor and do clinicals. My clinicals start in March. Yeah, we do. Any clinicals internship with Purdue. How did you already have the Capella prereqs? Did you have another degree other than your Excelsior degree? Or did that degree take care of all prereqs? Initially, before I started the LPN program, I was going to go to a four-year university. And so I Googled like as many schools as I could Google for the BSN RN program, and I looked at all the prereqs and I wrote down all the common prereqs for majority of the schools. And at my community college, I just took all those prereqs. And that's how I end up with all my prereqs. I had all my prereqs for Excelsior College for the ADN program, all my prereqs for Capella, and of course all my prereqs for Purdue. And Capella, when I say you don't need any prereqs to enroll in the program, that's because they include any prereqs that you need into your uh, BSN program. So you're in the BSN program, and they just, put it all in there. So they're like, don't let any prereqs hold you up from registering, because you can do it within will work it in your BSN program. Greetings from Uber Run Rongshun. Rongshun. I don't know how to pronounce that. Have you? And hat. And is it what? And is Grimtips from Germany. 1283. What does that say? Greetings from Have You and Hat, and is what it and is it. I'm sorry, SkyX. I don't understand that question. I'm sorry. I just finished my Excelsior degree. Oh, did you? And want to enroll immediately into the BSN program. You just finished Excelsior? How was that for you, Theodore? Yeah, you can jump into Capella whenever. I think they have programs starting every month. Dwayne, how many hours? Clinical hours? I don't remember, to be honest. I don't remember. I'm sorry. For clinicals is required. For FlexPath, it says admission requirements is license verification and work experience acknowledgement. Do you have to be currently working as an RN to do FlexPath? Do you know? I think you did have to be working. You had to be working as an RN. I don't know what kind of proof I sent in. I don't remember if I had to provide proof. But yeah, but I think it was like nothing major as far as hours. If you did, you could probably Google that. Let me see. Let's see. I can't find the internet. Probably these lashes. Okay, really? I'm sorry. Verification and work experience. I think I did have to, Theodore, I think I did have to give them a verification form for my job. It's not really stressful, Theodore. I promise you, it's not. You were able to do the virtual CPNE. So, was it strict? Like, because they can't give you any hints and help you out, I'm assuming, because it's recorded and it's online. So I was like kind of scared for people. And then I was like, well, maybe they won't be so strict and crazy about things, being that you have to do it virtual. What was your experience like, if you don't mind me asking? Let me see something. I wonder. I'm trying to see how many my degree plan with Purdue, if it showed me how many hours on here that I have to do. It doesn't. It did. I was trying to see if it showed me how many hours for clinical, but I had a notebook and I had everything. I might have it right here. Let me see. I might. Nope. Hold on. Let me go see in my room real quick. Okay, so this is clinical advisor Purdue interest form. No, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. U.S. universities. $135 clinical hours. This is the photo. Let me see. Oh, let me see something. Hold on. Oh, I wrote this down. Okay, let me see. It was a bit stressful. The virtual PCS is nerve-wracking because you have to ensure you are meeting a certain score in the virtual simulation. Completed my CPNE and you did too. Albany over the summer. Then just passed in class. Congratulations. Congratulations to you and Theodore. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to start working as an RN before I get my BSN, so I'm trying to figure that part out. Just call him Theodore. Wait, let me read this because this was my this was a video I did. And I wrote these down. Capella overview, FlexPath, 12 weeks, 30% off, $3,250, 8 core classes, first 3 assessments, activities, no grade, 4th capstone, 5 assignments. I thought this was my pros and cons, but hold on, let me see. Yeah, go for it, Theodore. Theodore, just call them and find out how many hours, but I don't think it was nothing. Let me look in here and see if I put how many hours you needed. I didn't. No. So I'll just say it again in here. The Flex Pass is 12 weeks, $3,250, 30% discount. You make 3 payments, divided by 3 payments. It's 8 core classes. The first class was 3 assessments. The second through the 7th class was 4 assessments. And the capstone, which was the final, was 5 assessments. assessments is assignments. And then you have to do a video with no script, no resource page, reference pages or anything. And then e-portfolio, and that's when you pick like 6 of your best assignments and talk and write a paragraph for each 2, letting them know what you learned. You get 3 attempts before the final submission for a grade. The papers could be 1 to 2 pages, 2 to 4 pages, 3 to 5 pages, and I think one was 5 to 7 pages. And the PowerPoint could be one was 8 to 10 minutes, another was 20 minutes. Video presentation, 8 to 10 minutes. And when it say 1 to 2 pages for a paper, I'm only writing 1 page. Sorry, but 2 to 4, I'm only writing 2. Like, I wasn't doing all that other stuff. Let me see. Trying to get that Capella and then MP. Follow my lead. Follow my lead. Capella gonna set you up for Purdue, and so far Purdue is gravy. Tonight I'm gonna do my final exams for pharmacology and for patho. And for patho, it's 50 questions, and for pharmacology, it's 60 questions. For pharmacology, we didn't have a midterm, so the 60 questions for the final exam is just going to be accumulation of all the quizzes that we took. So that should be pretty easy. So far, I got a 90 in both classes, and I bombed like almost all my quizzes. Like I averaged like maybe 60 or 70 maybe, but I got a lot of 60s. One I scored 50%, a lot I scored 60%. The quizzes, don't let the quizzes discourage you. You still can get an A, because even though I was bombing the quizzes, I still got an A for that week for all the submitting all the assignments. So don't worry about that. Capstone, this is still Purdue, but I'm trying to look for what hours. I'm trying to see how many hours for my clinicals. This ain't it, y'all. This is this is all the Capella papers I had to write. When I was writing, it never stops. You just write. But like I said, don't let that discourage you, because it gets easy. You get through it, but when you get to that last class, you are going to be like, I'm done. I'm tired. And then I use this notebook too for Purdue. And then it's when you get to Purdue, it's some of the same assignments. Like I was going back to my Capella assignments and tweaking those. Okay, maybe it's not in here. Let me see. Hi, Isra. I'm so proud of you. May the Most High continue to bless you. Thank you. Where are you with Excelsior? With Excelsior. I know you were going for the simulations or whatnot. So you passed that actually, right? Did you go back for the PCS, Isra? Oh, these are study notes. when I was studying. Yeah, I don't think. If it was like, I don't remember. I know with Excelsior, I had to submit some stuff that I was working, but I don't think with Capella, not even Purdue. Purdue, you have to work as an RN for, I think, like 80 hours or something like that. You got to have 80 hours as an RN or something. Capella Advisor. I think he's saying Capella Advisor didn't say anything about actually working. Hi, Monique. Thank you. I started in January 11th. On class 2 now. Finished the first class in 1 week. That's what I'm talking about, Dana. It shouldn't take no more than 1 week. It shouldn't take no more than 1 week. But you are talking to somebody that wrote 62 papers. Nice, very motivating. How was it doing those video presentations? I love video presentations. I love video presentations and I love PowerPoints. Okay. I used to act. I didn't do nothing major, big, or whatever. But if you guys Google, YouTube, my step kids. I think that's what it's called. That's the biggest movie I did when I was acting. So doing a PowerPoint and video presentations just reminded me of acting. So it's called My Step Kids, the movie. Oh, Aiden. Aiden, I'm looking for something, honey. I am doing something. I should do a video tomorrow. So after I do my exams tonight, I don't start. I'm on break. You know, with Purdue, after your 10 weeks, after your 10-week term is up, you get a 1 week break. So I'll be off until the 3rd. And I might go through, some of my assignments with Capella and just let you guys know what I wrote. I mean, you can tune in if you want to. I'll go live. Okay, Aiden he wants the nurse. Like, Aiden, he don't care. So I got a nurse, and he's going to be howling. Now, y'all can't see down here, right, before I do this, because I know sometimes when can you guys see down, like, my chest area? Before I whip out my breast for Aiden? Great, okay. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I love video presentations. How much is Purdue? Purdue is like $42,000 right now because of the pandemic. They can't charge us interest. I got a loan. I was going to pay out of pocket, but that would have been a lot of money. And it's like, if I can get a loan, I didn't get a loan for my ADN and my bachelor's, so I won't be in that much of debt. And then hopefully Biden forgive nurses for half our student loans, like you said. Let me see. Yeah, and that was the average cost. No, dang, I was reading some schools. They were lease. Arizona University and Arizona University. Oh, that's my phone. I was about to say, y'all said I couldn't see nothing, but I got my phone. Never mind. Arizona University and what's that school? Probably the first online school ever. Phoenix. Okay, Phoenix, Arizona, and something else. Arizona State. Anyway, their program is like 20,000. So if you are in the area, I would be at that. I don't care what the program could have been 2 years. The program could have been 2 years, and I would have did it for that price. But they didn't offer it to students in Michigan, so I was not able to attend. But for that price, I would have definitely. I recommend those two schools. And if I find the name of schools, I know the first Phoenix was definitely one. And Phoenix wanted some ridiculous amount of working hours, though. It was crazy. Hold on, the other one. Okay, let me see. Oh. What are you doing, Aiden? I'm currently working on my video presentation, and there are examples on YouTube as well. And I just found out that there are example assignments in yeah, ePortfolio. You can go to ePortfolio and type in the assignment that you're working on. And I guess like I've never used it, but Reese, she does a YouTube channel, Nurse Reese, and she was talking about it. And you can go to ePortfolio and type in an assignment, and you can get example assignments. And I never knew that. I was like, what? And it was something else. Oh, and with Capella, you guys make sure you got. I didn't because I didn't know nothing about it, but subscribe to the Capella Facebook page. I heard they have a lot of good information in there, and it's very helpful. Let me see. I'm so proud of you to finish your first class in a week. I'm still struggling trying to get through the bibliography. Monique, that's kind of easy. Monique, did I give you the YouTube video to look at for annotated biblio? I can't say it today. Annotated one. Did I give you the YouTube video to look? And the guy to look at, he explains it so well, and the way he breaks it down, it makes it so simple. Annotated bibliography. Also Capella, I needed humanities classes. Took those by Sophia Learning. Yeah, for free. Yeah, you take any prereqs with Capella through with Sophia or whatever for free. Oh, that's nice, Dana. I need humanities too. How do you do Sophia for free? Yeah, Dwayne, just talk to the advisor, and they could set you up with Sophia so you can take those classes. You are the best motivator. Just finishing my second week of Capella and finishing my 4th class today. Wait, what? Just finishing my second week of Capella and finishing my 4th class today. Miss Philman, you go, girl. Your 4th class today in 2 weeks? Oh, you ain't playing. You are so very welcome, and thanks for watching my videos. Thank you, Monique. He said hi, Aiden. Aiden ain't thinking about nothing but some sweet breast milk. And now he do this thing where he gets some breast milk in his mouth and keep it in his mouth, and he act like he about to kiss me. And here he is dumping milk in my mouth. I'm like, what are you doing? It tastes like a sweet latte, vanilla latte. Let me see. You start. Okay, Capella accepts Sophia. They actually recommend them. Yes. Hold on, Aiden. I use Sophia for maybe. Dwayne, how do you find where to do this? Oh, so and that's one thing I did not like about Purdue is the fact that they make you pay this money to because they say that they help you find clinical sites. And I'm like, okay. So then they sent us a notice saying that we have to try to find our clinical sites ourselves first. And then if we are unsuccessful, then we can contact them to help us. WTF. Why did I have to pay y'all then? That don't even make sense. So I have to be very active of finding my own. Let me see. So I haven't started. I have to start looking for my clinical the next term because, like I said, I have to start my clinicals in April. Let me see. I believe the classes must be completed before you start your program. I finished 2 classes in 3 days. Dana, you finished. Hold on. You finished 2 BSN classes in 2 days, or you finished 2 prereq in 3 days? Let me see. I don't want to miss nothing. Let me see. No, do you do your thing, girlfriend? Congrats. You have to be sure your school accepts them and go to Sophia website to sign up due to COVID. Okay. Capella expects Sophia. They actually recommend them. Yes, I use Sophia too. Read the classes. It says 9 in 3 days. Oh, you're talking about the prereqs. Yeah, you got to finish it. They have you enrolled in their BSN program, correct? But you still have to do the prereqs first, right? I don't know because I didn't do that. The Facebook page is very helpful. Clinicals. That don't make no sense. I spent all night last night looking up how to. What y'all talking about? Oh, you telling me no, I didn't send you that video. Okay. I gotta send it to you then. Because that's that part is easy. Is that the one where it's 10 pages? Monique? Because it's another one and there's a lot of pages. Let me see. I'll tell you what it is, right? Oh no, I can't navigate from here. Oh, I can look on here. Can't find nothing on here. Okay, YouTube. Skip the trial. Annotated bibliography. Annotated. Here we go. David Taylor is his name. So, and this is for class 4030, and this is the one I said take after. This is the one I said, the class I said take after 4,000 with Capella, because it sets you up and prepares you how to do research. So if you go to David Taylor, and he has Mastering the Annotated Bibliography. He got part 1 and 2. I think it's part 2. But he makes it like, he like break down annotated, and he's like, it's just a note. And you just basically go to the conclusion of the resource that you're reading. You don't read all that stuff. You go down to the conclusion, and you write an analysis of the conclusion. You just paraphrase the conclusion. So you have to say, I believe you just have to say where you got the site